Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's being directed again by James Gunn. Now, I've been waiting to see this film ever since the ending of the first film back in August of 2014. And I gotta say, I don't know if you've known my thoughts about the first one, but I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I thought it was a gem, and I thought it was very entertaining and a lot of fun. And while I did enjoy this one, and I really liked it, I didn't love it as much as that one. That being said, I still did have a great time at the movies seeing this film as well.
See, I don't know, like I definitely loved that other one, or the first one, but this one was a little different, and I kind of like that. I mean, it's hard for me to compare the two, like they're both pretty close. I can't say which one I like better necessarily, but this one I just felt like was a little more, I don't know if I want to say grounded, but it had a little more focus, at least in terms of comedy, and in terms of, the story was kind of all over the place, I guess, but I don't know, I really like this one.
And before we continue, just want to add, this is a non-spoiler review. We're going to, at some point, do a spoiler review, hopefully very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But we won't spoil anything for you in this review. But just adding to your point, no, I mean, I agree. There was definitely a lot more comedy in this film, for sure. There were definitely moments where I was laughing out loud like crazy. There were other moments where I felt some of the comedy was a little forced, and I wasn't sure whether to laugh or how to feel in that moment. And I'd say in the first film, there weren't really too many moments where I felt like that. But getting back to this film, as I said, my biggest thing was Yondu. He's by far, for me, the best character. He's got the best arc of any character, too. And from where we left off, or what we saw in the character in the first film, if you would have told me at the going into this film, at the end of this, he's going to be my favorite character, he's going to have the best arc, I don't know if I would have believed that, but, you know, I loved his Michael Rooker's performance. He's obviously in a lot of James Gunn films, but I loved his performance. He was phenomenal as Yondu, or he is phenomenal as Yondu. So, and again, he's my favorite character in the film. So
yeah, he was definitely up there for me too. Like you said, just his arc was really great to see, and I mean, all the characters were good. Back again, obviously we have all the Guardians of the Galaxy. Drax is hilarious as usual. Baby Groot is a nice change. Kind of, you know, I don't know, gives him that little extra comedy of him just being like a little baby, like a kid. They make it so that he's actually like a baby.
Well, it also gives the feeling of some stakes being there for the team because they don't have an invulnerable tree to like fight for them now. He's
that's what I was gonna say. Like he was massive, just
which we love too, by the way.
And also Rocket was really good in this movie too. He has kind of an arc too that I really liked a lot too. I liked him better in this movie actually than I did in the first one, but.
I'm not going to say that I like them more than the first. I think I might have liked them
very comparable.
But I'd say the character interactions between him and Yondu were some of my favorite scenes in the film. I did like the fleshed out moments that were happening for Yondu and Rocket, where they were learning a lot about each other. So that stuff I really liked in the film. Like those were my favorite Rocket scenes. In regards to the other team members. Again, Chris Pratt is great as Star-Lord. I really enjoyed his chemistry interactions also with Gamora, played by Zoe Saldana. I love Dave Bautista's Drax. He is funny in his laugh. Yes! Like, I love it. That's all great, but and we'll get into in our spoiler review when we talk like in depth about things, but I kind of feel like his character in the story was kind of wasted a little in the film. Like he didn't have a ton to do, and obviously there were things in the film that he did. I just mean like from a story perspective, he just felt a little like useless in that place.
He didn't have that, you know, in the first one he's like hell-bent on killing Ronan, so like that's his main thing. But other than that, like I mean, he's kind of just there with the team and he's doing what they do, so it's not like there was really that one thing for him necessarily, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess everyone else had their little moment with someone else, and I guess you could say Dave Bautista had some interaction with Mantis. Not like it was anything crazy, but like each member had a separate kind of thing to deal with at some point in the movie.
Kurt Russell, of course, as Ego the Living Planet, playing well, actually, I won't say who he's playing because I mean, in regards to the film, even though you probably already know, anyways. But his performance, I did really enjoy it. When we get into the spoiler reviews, I'm going to tell you why I think there's a huge comparison to the Ang Lee 2003 Hulk film, which just brought back lots of memories for me, and I'm not going to say whether good or bad. We'll get into that in the spoiler review. I love Kurt Russell. He's one of my favorite actors ever. I mean, Snake Plissken and Escape from LA in New York, those are some of my favorite things of the thing. But I loved him in this, actually. I thought he gave a really genuine and good performance, and I really enjoyed that chemistry and the bonding between him and and Peter Quiller and Chris Pratt. Like I really thought their chemistry worked, and I really did feel that bonding and that relationship between them. So I thought it would work for me personally.
One thing I definitely thought about this movie that was really good was the special effects. Everything looked really great, really crisp. All the CGI looked, I mean, you could tell it's CGI obviously, but it looked really seamless with the movie. And the action too, just I can't say nonstop, but a lot of action in the movie, so I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
No, I agree. The action was a lot of fun. It wasn't, I mean, there were maybe some scenes where it was a little hard to tell sometimes what was going on, but because so much was going on all at once.
Yeah, it's not like close combat, it's more just overall.
But some of the action was done in a way that's so brilliant and was so funny too.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I think you know what I'm talking about. Again, we'll go into the spoiler review and we'll talk about that because that was such a fun sequence. But no, some of the action sequences are played for fun. Some of them are played for seriousness. So, they did a pretty decent job balancing it out. But the action was really good in this film. I'm not going to lie. It was good. And it was pretty visually entertaining too. And a lot of the colors and I really am enjoying this the color palette that they're going with. The cosmic side of the Marvel universe. And we're starting to see it too now in Thor Ragnarok, which we saw in some of the trailers, that cool cosmic color palette. So, and I mean, yeah, I liked a lot of the action in the film. It really worked for me. And the action that I enjoyed the most, though, is when the team's working together. So, and obviously, too, the best action scenes, of course, for me, is Yondu. Whenever he's using the Yaku arrow. Oh, dude, those are the best.
I think it was crazy.
Oh, yeah, and I almost felt like every time he used them, like, damn, he's like invulnerable. He's amazing. Yeah. Like, he is such a badass. Love Yondu. But yeah, let's wrap this up. Like I said, I wouldn't say I loved this one as much as the first one. I did really enjoy it. It was still a lot of fun. I don't know if the story was, again, as good as the first one, but, there was still a story there to be told. The pacing was a little bit off for me, but again, I love this team. I love the way they work together. Yondu's character, his arc, incredible. I still had a great time. The action still worked for me. The music, while it's not, again, you're going to hear me, I know it feels like I'm saying, well, not as good as the first one, but the music and the soundtrack, while I did really enjoy it in this film, not as much as the first one.
I agree with that.
But still really good songs and good choices. There were a lot of visually entertaining moments. I loved Baby Groot too. So he was so cute and adorable.
Too cute to destroy.
Yeah. But again, this was a fun and entertaining time at the movies, and I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see Volume 3 and to see this group, get into a movie with the Avengers Infinity War. And obviously, I'm most looking forward to like an interaction between like Rocket, Peter Quill, and Tony Stark. That's going to be money. But the score I'm going to give for this film, I'm going to give it Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 an 8 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give it, I think, an 8.5. It definitely, the story was not nearly as good as the first Guardians, but other than that, I think it was had a little more focus to everything else, and I thought it had a lot more heartfelt moments, kind of that made you really care about all of them than the first one did. The first one, definitely had those moments, but this one kind of focused more on that aspect of it. And I actually think I like the humor slightly better in this one. Well, I thought there was maybe more laugh out loud moments in the first one. This one is a little less topical and less kind of pop culture, whereas more just interactive humor and situational humor. But anyways, I would definitely recommend seeing it. It's a really good movie and a lot of fun. So that's going to do it for this video. Let us know what you guys thought about it in the comments section, and if you like these videos, you can hit the subscribe button.
See you guys next time.